All right. All right, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Linnell's going to tell us that everything's going. Since I do it this way, it's really hard to have Discord and Devastator's camera up and going all at the same time. So there's a little bit of a lag. I'm actually going to turn on Linnell's microphone. That was something that we didn't test before the stream. Now, guys, I also do not have chat up, so we're 100% dependent on Linnell reading the chat because if I have the chat up, you guys will see it. I don't have a dual monitor system. But I want to welcome everybody to the stream. Everyone's here for the guitar giveaway. And this is the beautiful guitar that we're giving away. And I did go downstairs. Devastator was probably like, we need to go downstairs and get the guitar. And I was gone for like 10 minutes. He was probably like, where did he go to the store and buy another one? So I had to put the control knob back in it, and I went ahead and put the cover back on it. I've been tinkering with it. So I did get the string tree on it. So this is the guitar that we're giving away tonight. Now, before anyone says anything, the guitar was donated by Steven. And guys, that's great. It's not just super chats that fund the channel and make it work, but it's great people like our moderators, Devastator here, right? That guy right there.
Don't forget your screen is like inverted so it looks like a lefty.
Oh, that's yeah. Discord inverts it's very strange. Everything that you guys see is backwards here now, and I don't know why. Every time we do the twin window thing on Discord, it like it's like a mirror image. It's kind of strange. But this is a right hand guitar. I am left handed, believe it or not, but I play guitar right handed. But I play baseball left handed. It's kind of strange. So, things that we found wrong with the guitar originally, when you tighten the nut up here, it would go way out of tune. So, if you look at how the string tree is to the tuners, when you lock this down, it would push down the string and throw it out of tune. And I think that was probably one of the reasons why the guitar didn't sell too well from the factory was this issue. So I did correct that issue. We are going to put brand new pots in the guitar, a brand new volume knob, brand new tone knob, a brand new 5-way switch, and a brand new output jack. And I've already worked on the neck a little bit, not on the frets, but I've put it in a fixture. And if we look down it now, it is 98% good. So I'm gonna go with that. I might put it back in the fixture for a couple more days, but it's been in it for about 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna say it's as good as it's gonna get. So I loosen a trick to doing this, guys. Loosen your truss rod. Make sure you get all the tension off of it. Put it in your fixture. Bend the neck. Okay. Once you're bending the neck, double check the truss rod. It needs to be in its neutral position if you're injecting moisture and heat into the neck to bend it. Once you do that, you got to check it every day or every other day, and then go downstairs and make sure that the truss rod is in its loose position. Moving the neck back and forth a 1/16 of an inch does make a difference. So you're going to overbend it, double check it. So you got to get it back in tolerance with the truss rod. So I think we're ready to go. I am going to give the guitar an end dressing and polish up the frets and put new strings on it and set the intonation. So this is the guitar. And I want to go over the parts that we already have for the guitar. Now, I work on a lot of guitars here, and companies offer what they call retail boxes and then vendor boxing. So, retail boxing is what you guys see. It comes in a pretty box, and it costs more money because you're buying the box, you're buying the printing. But what manufacturers see is this. These are Godo. And I do have one out. This is one that I opened up for tonight's stream. Exact same bag. So these are the tuners that we're going to put on the guitar. Focus. And it doesn't want to focus, but it says Godo. So these are the Godo tuners that we're putting on the guitar. So it'll have brand new Godo tuners. And here's our brand new 500K CTS pot. And I don't remember whether or not the pickup is a 4-wire pickup or a 2-wire pickup. But if it is a 4-wire pickup with this configuration, it's humbucker single single. I definitely want to get it into the more stratty type sound if I can do it. This is the CTS push-pull pot. So if it is a 4-wire humbucker, we are installing this so you can split the coil. Okay. So it'll come with that. We have a brand new high quality orange drop 47. Also have a 32. So I know you're throwing a dart, but whoever wins the guitar, you can pick if you want a .033 or a .047. It's kind of up to you. I have .022s. I would not do that on a humbucker, but 033 or 047, they both work. So if you're familiar with what you like, you can tell me which one you want. And something I always do to every guitar, since it has a Floyd Rose, I have different types of springs. So some are a little shorter than others. They're all different. It's the wind count. Okay. On these are the exact same diameter, but a different wind count. So that changes the feel of the bridge. And then I actually have this. These are a little heavier. It's a larger diameter spring, and the wind count is in between those, but the diameter is larger. So sometimes these will feel a little smoother. And you can see those are made by Music Lily. And I actually have some black Fender ones downstairs that I use as well. So I'm going to set the guitar up with these parts. Okay. And again, I want to thank Stephen for donating the guitar to the channel. Donations like that keep the channel going. And it's a guitar giveaway. So he donates the guitar. I work on it, get the guitar back up to 100%. We spin a wheel, and then you get a free guitar. You can't really beat that. In any of these items that you dislike, whoever wins it, just tell me what you dislike, and we can make some changes, because the guitar has not been worked on yet.
Minnie said, Floyd, does it come with a block?
I do have a couple blocks. I think I have a standard 32 block downstairs, and I know I have a 42-inch L block. I'm thinking the 42 L block is not going to fit this guitar. My little squirrel brain is telling me that a 37 L block would probably fit, and I would have to go downstairs and see if I have one. The Music Lily ones aren't expensive. I want to say the 37 L block is about 18, 19 bucks, somewhere in that ballpark. So if you want something like that, let me know. Right now it has the stock block.
CD says the neck still needs a little work.
It does, but I am going to do a fret dressing and double check the neck while it's disassembled. That's why I was saying you're not going to receive the guitar for about 30 days. Time Surfing the Alien, it took about 5 weeks for him to get his guitar. He was last time's winner, and then the time before that was Angry Trucker Bob. So, and Trucker Bob just happened to be in the area, and he met us at Walmart right outside of Front Royal, and we took pictures. It was really cool to actually meet Trucker Bob face to face, but couldn't do that with TSA. He lives far, far away, so he was really gracious. He let me finish up the guitar, give it a good setup, and I'm pretty sure he's in the chat now, so he can chime in on what he received. And Angry Trucker Bob. Now, Angry Trucker Bob took that Fender and he hot rodded it. So it was already a great guitar. I'm pretty sure he put better tuning pegs on it did something with the bridge. I think he put a hot rodded bridge in that guitar, so that thing's probably a monster. Uh, so again, I'm gonna do what I think the guitar needs. But if you win the guitar and you want something different, um, I'm gonna put X dollars in it. I have about this is going to be what I have on the table here is about $150 in parts. Okay, so
Trucker Bob says he'll meet you again at Walmart to pick up this one.
okay. Well, guys, he didn't enter last time, so he bypassed. If no one knows the story, it was so funny. We did he won like 4 straight times in a row. So we shuffled it. He wins again, and it was like, well, there's no way he's gonna win on the stream night. I think he won like 4 or 5 times out of 8. It was some crazy number. And then he wins it on the night that we do the stream. So it was definitely in the cards for Trucker Bob to get that Fender. And that was a player. That was not the standard model. That was like an $850 guitar. That's the most expensive guitar this channel is giving away.
You got a super chat from CD Nelson. He put on there gas money to meet Bob with his new guitar.
Thank you so much, CD, man. The super chats is what allows us to buy the parts that I'm putting in this guitar. Okay, because the guitar was donated, and Steven said, look, the guitar needs a little work, but I don't play it anymore. I want to help the channel. You know, here's a guitar. You do what you got to do to make the guitar, right, and give it away. So I have these parts already ordered for the guitar. And again, guys, if you all win it and you want something different, it's here. I'm more than happy to do it. It's an awesome guitar. We're after this stream, I'll plug it in. We'll play it. We've already done it once. The pickups in the guitar sound pretty good. I don't. Devastator's not saying much, so I'm gonna and let him talk a little bit. Like he can say
I
his
thought we had a
opinion.
woman here. I can't get a word in edgewise.
All right, I'm gonna drink my White Russian without alcohol.
Maybe you're trying to be a virgin again tonight, guys.
The lady made it, and she come out. And she was like, "Taste this," and I'm like, "Oh, that's really good." So I said, "Well, it tastes like a White Russian." She goes, "Well, that's pretty much what it is without alcohol." And I'm like, you forgot the most important part. I don't know. It's just me. When I played music, guys, it would be so cool if one of the old band members would join the stream one night. We would play this. It was a dive called the Silver Dollar, and Linnell will tell you. Was that place a dive, hun?
Yeah.
Imagine Roadhouse biker bar that is falling down. That was the Silver Dollar. So we're in there the first night playing, and I go up to the bartender and said, I want a Kahlua and cream. And they said, okay. So I get a Kahlua cream. About 5 Kahlua and creams later, I go up and said, can you give me a White Russian with a double shot? Okay. Well, I get up to about 15 or 16 of these White Russians, plus the Kahlua and creams, and we're only on our second set. And I go up and I said, I need another one. He goes, dude, you are cut off. And I looked at him, I said, I don't even have a buzz. And the lead singer come up, you don't understand. He can drink 20 or 30 of these things. That's all he drinks. That was my drink. It would sit on top of my amplifier, and people would buy drinks for me, and that was what I drank. And it was so funny. If I drank 4 beers, I was drunk.
You got a super chat from Steve. He says the dude abides.
I know you guys have that story. You just build an immunity to something, and I had an immunity to White Russians and Kahlua and cream, and I could drink those things all night.
I had an immunity to straight vodka with a teeny drop of Mountain Dew.
I could, it was the darker alcohols that usually got me more than, so I would stick to the clear colored alcohols when I played. I did some of the dark stuff one night, and everyone said I got mean. that they wouldn't let me drink anything that had color to it. So I was kind of stuck with the White Russians and stuff like that. That was just me when I was playing out. But to get back to it, if we're ready to do it, I'm trying to drag it out. We are doing another stream after this one, and it just allows me to set the stream back up because it's a little different in the Discord. But I definitely want Devastator to talk a little bit. Guys, this is something I want to do. We're able to do this. If you guys want to come on the stream with me and do a stream right here, get on Discord, say something to Devastator and say, hey, I'd like to come on the stream. If you got a project you're working on, I really want to start doing that with the community. If you're working on a guitar and you want to show it off and you want to show off your work, put it in Discord, say, hey, I'd like to join I'd like to do it on Thursday nights, and we can do a share screen. You can show what you're working on, or anything else, even if it's a topic. I'm not a pedal guy. So if someone in the audience is a pedal guy, come on the stream. If you have a YouTube channel, okay, and this is a completely new audience and you're dropping in, send me an email. I can go on your show. You can come on this show. We can talk amplifiers and whatever else that it's a community. The more people that we can introduce or be introduced to, that's more information. Oh my gosh, he's got the monster pedal board here.
Pedal guy.
Okay, go through what pedals you have in there.
All right, we've got the, I guess we'll start with the Kurt Hammond Crybaby Wah.
That's
Got
cool.
the Boss Overdrive. We got the Boss Overdrive SD1, the Boss Distortion DS1, the Tube Screamer TS9.
Well, you've got the three best ones right there.
Yeah.
They are the three best overdrive pedals.
We've got a Behringer Vintage Delay VD400. Forget what brand, the Azure, Azure Reverb. I got it from Ryan on 60 Cycle Hum.
Really?
The brown one there. Yep. Then we've got the Metal Muff from Electro Harmonics.
Now,
Got a Boss
what's
voice suppressor.
What's the Electro Harmonics metal muff?
Metal Muff, yeah.
So is that like what do they call that? That's like the I'm having a squirrel moment. It's supposed to emulate a blown driver. Is that what it's supposed to do?
That, and then it's also a distortion boost on top.
Okay, cool. I forget the actual term. If someone knows the actual term, it's not a distortion pedal, but it's supposed to emulate a blown speaker or something from the 60s.
Blue Mox wants to know.
And then I've got a Joyo Voodoo Octave.
Hold on for a second.
What was that, hon?
So Blue Mox wants to know if Devastator is the co-host.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about that. We're able to do this. So Devastator's on. I mean, we were talking about pedal boards, so he went and got his pedal board. So that's what he's doing now. So the last one is you got to backtrack. You got to backtrack all the way back to Electro Harmonics because I don't know what the white pedal next to it is.
It's a Boss noise suppressor, and that's two.
Okay.
Okay, then we got the Joyo Voodoo Octave.
I thought that was a Joyo.
Yep. And then a Behringer Chromatic Tuner TU300.
Now you're running a power supply on that, I assume?
Yes.
Okay.
I've got the one spot.
Is that handy?
And then yeah. It's actually in here, yeah.
Oh, you got it all set up.
Oh yeah, it's ready to run. Just got to plug it in.
Heck yeah. I went the cheap
route. Of course,
I bought the wall wart that had the splitter. Guys, don't buy one of those. I didn't want to spend the $100 and some for the real transformer with the yeah, it was awful. It's a big huge wall wart comes out and it splits and it daisy chains. It was made by Gator. Just save up your money and buy what Devastator's got there that mounts underneath the pedal board, a real power supply.
And then, we've got the head rush, the Flex Prime as well.
Yeah. I'm getting ready to do more stuff like that, I think. I've been looking at the Vailton that the channel's thinking about getting, a GP200. And I already have a Line 6 Stomp. And I think everyone knows, I like it, but I don't like it all at the same time. And you can tell what I like. When I do the stream, I gravitate towards things I like. So you already know I like the lesser expensive Ibanez guitars. I love that little Yamaha amp I play through. And the HX Stomp is twice the cost. It just, I'm not going to put it down. I think it's great. It's just something about it. It doesn't feel right. So I know Devastator bought that head rush and he was looking at this model and a bunch of other models and he come up with buying that. So I haven't ever actually, does it feel good under your fingers? Does it sound right? I haven't heard one.
It sounds good, yeah. Actually, we bought that on Kurt's recommendation, and yeah, it's nice. I've been really impressed with it.
How many effects can you run at once? Do you know? By that look at the eyeball.
12, 16.
Holy mackerel.
12, 16, it's a lot. So if we turn it on, wait for the slow ancient boot up. Come on. Yeah, you everything in your chain you can turn on all at once.
Oh wow. So is it set up?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 14.
So can you change the order of the effect? Maybe put the chorus in front of the reverb or this or that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and if you want to turn them off and on, all you gotta do is just touch it and it turns it off and on. So.
And then the expression pedals for, I guess, the wah, volume, or whatever you assign it to?
Whatever you set it up for, yep.
And
it kind of messes me up because if I change it to a different setting, then this is on my Tracy gun setup, but it might be off on another setup. So you've got to kind of play with it.
Okay.
Because I've got it set up for my volume.
That's what I had 2 expression pedals on the X15. I set one up for a volume boost, and you could set the minimum and the maximum. So on my volume, I never completely turned off. I had a noise gate. My amp was very quiet. So I would set it to where when it was all the way up in the up position, that was the minimum volume, which was pretty decent. So pushed all the way down, it just gave me a little bit more volume, just a little bit. My second expression, I did the exact same thing, but I tied that to my gain control and my distortion. So all the way up, give me a crunch sound, so I could be playing like a bluesy crunch tone. And if I slammed the pedal down, that brought in the high gain, and anywhere in between. So it was just like going up to the amp and changing the gain knob. I really liked being able to do that with dual expression knobs. I thought that opened up a lot of cool stuff. I need to get that back up and running. If everyone doesn't know, this is my living room. So it's hard to set all that stuff up and keep it set up and then also have a home to live in. So everyone knows this is a small channel. We do reviews here. So it's not, unless something changes, it'll stay a small channel. And I like that because of what we're doing here tonight. Things will change, and this channel's changed. If you go back and watch the first couple of videos, I think it's made a lot of changes, and we want to make changes this year. And since you guys watch and listen and contribute, it kind of goes in the direction that you guys want it to go. That's why I'm offering, if you guys want to come on, let's make it happen. Let's do streams together. Um, you know, if you have, like I said, if you get, even if you got another YouTube channel, I don't, we have Discord. Has anyone ever seen me say anything about someone posting another content creator? I don't. If they have good content, they have good content. Does that make sense? I'm not here to say, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. It's again, it's about what we want to watch. I watched Philip McKnight, and I want to see if anyone else noticed this. The other week, Philip said that a guitar company was suing him, and he put out this video. And I watched it. That was on a Thursday. I watched his stream on Friday, and as soon as it cut on, it had a different feel and a different atmosphere. And I don't know if it was whether Phil was feeling down. I'm sure it hurts the man's feelings, especially if what he said is true. And I'm sure it is. I met Phil in person. And when I say he's just like Devastator, just like me, just like you guys, he just wants to talk gear and talk about screwing things up when he's doing live streams. When I say down to earth and a fun guy to talk to, that's Phil. You can ask Linnell. His wife pretty much had to drag him away when we were talking at Sweetwater. She was like, "You got you." You need to get moving because you're late. So he was supposed to be somewhere, and he was like, screw that. I'm talking to somebody that watches my stream.
Plus, he was sick on top of everything.
Yeah, super nice guy. There were so many people. We went up for Gear Fest. I guess it's about 3 years ago now, and there was just so many YouTube creator guys there. But Philip was the only person that we interacted with. And I would have walked right by him. Linnell was like, "Hey, isn't that guy you watch on YouTube right there?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, that's Phil." Me, I go right up to him. How many times does that happen to him? Probably a lot. And he's probably like, but he's not. He was like, "Yeah, let's talk gear. Let's talk guitars. Let's talk, I can't, even to this day, I can't get over how nice and friendly the guy was. So I was watching his stream, and it just didn't have the cadence it normally has. So I know that he published that video and did all that legal stuff. So, cover your butt type stuff. So if you've got a channel and you want to come on, I don't care if it's a small channel, you got 100 subs, 2 subs, 1,000 subs, 100,000 subs. I really think the whole sub count thing on YouTube is misleading. I really do. I watch some streams and they have 30 or 40,000 subs, and they have maybe 20 or 30 people watching. We average 30 to 35, and Searching for Tone, his stream averages usually 40 to 50. So I'm looking at the people that are watching and the subscriber count, and some of the channels just don't make sense. So I think when people go, well, I have 10,000 subs, how many people just click subscribe, and don't really watch the content, if that makes sense? It was someone that watched a pedal review 5 years ago, and it's still on their sub list. I mean, is that really a viable subscription? And that's why I don't charge someone to have tiers here. I don't want to make, let's say I do it and CD Nelson, he's like, I'm just going to stick with the free content. I don't want CD to feel, well, to be able to get this, I need to pay Avery. I want CD to do what he did, willingly support the channel. As long as the content is relatable to CD, then does that kind of make sense? If you subscribe, I could drift off, and now you're subscribed or you forget about it, just like Amazon Prime. They just suck it out of my account and I don't pay attention to it. So that's kind of my squirrel brain on it. Is that probably the best philosophy for this channel? Absolutely not. But it does work. All right. I guess everyone's dying for this guitar. I've been holding off, hoping for everyone to get on that is entered to win. You have really good odds. How many people do we have entered? It's not that many.
19.
Wow. 1 out of 19 shot. All right.
And 2 of them say if they win, go to the next person.
Oh, who are those 2 people?
Steven and who was the other one? I can't remember. I'd have to go look in Discord.
Okay.
Let me do that before we do the spin. That way I do know for sure.
It's like, yep. You win. No, spin it again.
The other one was Brian, searching for Tone.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, if you put
So
it
are
on,
we ready to pull up the wheel?
yeah, I will double click the little window once you put it up. Watch stream. Okay, guys, here's our little spinny wheel. And I guess now
Do we want 7 or 12 shuffles, guys? We got those for suggestions.
Linnell's going to tell me 7 or 12. Which one do they want, hon? I don't have the chat window open.
I'm not seeing anything right now.
Okay. Well, to be safe, I guess we could just do 12. I think that's a little redundant, but okay.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And we're set up for 45 seconds on the duration of the spin.
Okay, is
So-
everybody ready?
Kurt-
Now we're
Kurt
gonna hit
said
it.
12. Cheryl said do the most.
Well, we just did 12, so I think
Okay.
we're good. Everyone should be happy with the 12. All right, the suspense
All right,
is
guys.
the suspense is killing everybody.
Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. Here we go.
Why does that mess with my little squirrel eyes so bad? Oh!
Oh, it's going to be close. Brian P.
All right. Brian P. I'm
So
trying.
there's our winner, guys.
Is he in the chat? That is the question.
I don't think
Who's
I've seen him
BBM?
yet tonight.
I am hearing the Jeopardy music in the background.
I can't
Dun
tell.
dun 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 dun
Brian. Oh, Brian.
dun 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 dun. Okay, guys, if anyone knows Brian P, please reach out to him, and we're gonna do exactly what we always do. If we do not hear from Brian P by Thursday's night stream at 8 p.m., we will respin the wheel next Saturday. So those are the rules that we've always had. At some point, you got to have rules, and that's the one that we did on the first 2 contests. And I think it's fair because it's supposed to go to a viewer, and not to say something can happen, but we're all a community, and we're going to post it in Discord that he's the winner. So he can reach out to us in Discord and say, yep, I got it. And some people can't necessarily watch the stream right when we do it. We usually end up with about 300 views after the stream within the first 4 days of ending a stream. So that gives him ample time if he's one of the people that watch later to see that he wins. But if you guys know him, please reach out to him and let him know that he is the winner. Oh, and I gotta. Okay, we can. When I do the multiple window, can we eliminate the spinny wheel?
Yes, we can. There we
There it
go.
goes. Now we're set. So if anyone knows Brian, please reach out to him. Like I said, he'll have till Thursday at 8 p.m. to get a hold of us. And if that doesn't happen, we'll respin on Saturday. Is everyone good with that? And just so
Sounds fair to
everyone,
me.
just so everyone knows, we do have March's guitar already picked out, and I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag because this channel doesn't make much money, but we're hoping. I'm pretty sure. Didn't we figure out this month's YouTube check will pay the guitar off?
Yeah,
Hon?
I think so. Yeah.
We're pretty sure this month's YouTube check will pay that guitar off. So once again, the super chats and everything fund the guitars that we give away. I can already tell you guys, the next guitar is freaking awesome. I like it because I'm gonna have to do very little work to this guitar. I am gonna do a little work to it because you're watching this channel, and I think you watch one because of the setup videos and stuff that we do. Whoever wins it, again, when Brian P reaches out, I'll ask his preferred preference and we'll set the guitar up to that preference. That's one of the things that you get. So whoever wins the next guitar, I'll set it up to your liking. Whether you like 0.07, 0.75, action height, I do that, and I'm going to do a little bit of a dressing on the frets for it. But that's it. That's an awesome guitar. Hopefully have it. YouTube usually does a check on between the 20th and the 24th. So stay tuned. I'll announce it as soon as we bring the guitar home. But I want to thank everybody for donating to the channel and coming and checking out the stream. It means a lot to us. It really does. I'll let Devastator talk for a little bit because he's just as much part of it as anybody else.
Guys, I want to thank everyone for coming. Thank you for entering. If you haven't won yet, keep entering. We will eventually get to everybody.
I mean, it's good odds. 19. I mean,
yeah,
that's stupid good odds. I know a lot of channels end up with a tremendous amount of people entering. That's another advantage to a really small community like this. You don't have 300 or 400 people entering to win the guitar. I mean, I wish the lottery had a 1 in 20 chance when it hits like a couple $1 million. What was the last one?
We have a couple guesses.
Oh,
We have a couple guesses for the next giveaway.
okay.
CD Nelson guesses a Hello Kitty Strat.
Oh, I want one of those. So if someone wants to donate one, I'll actually enter that one.
Trucker Bob says an Ibanez.
Mm,
Kurt says Big Purple Gretsch.
okay.
And that's it so far.
I'd say they're solid guesses. They really are. Because everyone knows I like the Ibanez, I feel, is a great guitar for the money. And that's what we look for. And Kurt's guess, everyone knows the Gretsch that we reviewed, that's a great instrument for the money, guys. Before you guys buy a Firefly Les Paul or an Epiphone Les Paul, please go check out a Gretsch. I thought that guitar punched at twice its asking price. It really did. That guitar punches at the $500 and $550 price mark all day long. Probably actually above that. I've played some of the Epiphones that are $599 and $699. That Gretsch would hang right with all of them. The only issue, I think, if I remember correctly, because we review a lot of guitars, I think the ratio of the tuning keys was like 15-1, and when you barely move it, I'm pretty sure that was the Gretsch. So I could be wrong. We'd have to go back and watch the review, but they felt
I'm
smooth.
pretty sure it was the Gretsch.
Yeah, they felt smooth, and that would be the only thing. If I owned that guitar, I think down the road I'd be like, yeah, I want to get some maybe 18 to 1s or 20 to 1 tuners for it. But other than that, I thought it sounded good. It played good. Great playing guitar. Well, we've had a couple good ones, but best bang for the buck, the Gretsch, I think.
I don't know, Bob. Mine feels pretty
CD said
good.
new Ibanez Pia. What's a second or third mortgage between friends?
You know, if I had to pick, if I this is no lie, I think the Pia is up to $4,000 now. I'm a Vi fan, but you know, I think I would take the other $2,000. I would buy an American Virtuoso because the Pia is a bolt-on. So I would buy the Jackson Virtuoso, like the one we reviewed here. That I see them. I've seen the red one on Reverb at 2,000 even. That guitar's map price is like 2,100. You could buy that guitar and take that other $2,000. You could buy your guitar and one heck of an amplifier. You know, would I go modeling with the PA speakers or would I go with an amplifier? I don't know. For $2,000, you can get a pretty nice tube amp for $2,000. So if you're a tube combo guy, you could definitely get yourself a really nice tube amp for $2,000 and a really nice guitar. I'm not putting anything against the Pia, but how much is that Pia going to be better than the Jackson? And again, I qualify that because I say that because I want a Gibson Les Paul with P90s. I just can't. I want one. I just don't want the $3,200 price tag that comes with it. If I had the money, yes, I would buy one. Even though I know I could probably buy a Sire L7V with the P90s, I guarantee you that Sire is going to play as good as that Gibson. It's not a Gibson, though.
We didn't ask his intermission time yet.
Actually, we're going to do another stream, guys. So don't get overly confident. We'll just end the stream and we're going to start the new stream. Unless you guys like the dual content. I mean, I can go right to intermission and we could just keep going the way we're going if you want. There's a huge delay, so I'll wait till everyone answers. I don't know how many people do we have, hon?
Mine says 21.
21. Yeah, the only reason on this I really can't open the chat at all because I'm doing a shared screen. It's kind of weird. I'm using the screen setting in OBS so you guys can see both of us. So anything that's on my monitor, that's what you guys actually see. So that's why I can't open the chat because then it would be a chat on top of a chat on top, you know. It would just cause a mirror effect. But I think
Zach says I might have to cut your mic.
What's that? Oh, check my mic.
No, cut your mic.
Oh. So we got any suggestions, hon?
Yeah, they're wanting Devastator to stay on.
Okay. All right. Well,
That's up to him, though.
Well, that's true. That's 100% up to
I don't
Devastator.
care.
Okay. Well, if we actually been on for an hour? It's pretty
10 minutes to 9.
47 minutes.
okay. Well, we could take an intermission.
Of course, we started late.
All right, guys, we'll take our first intermission. And keep in mind, guys, now you're going to see my OBS window. Until someone can tell me how to do this differently, I know there's StreamYard. I'm sure if we downloaded StreamYard, we could probably do this in a much more efficient manner. But we are using Discord to share screens. So we'll hit the intermission, and you'll see right here, I'm going to go to Discord. And this is my Discord window. And you can see that I have Discord labeled right here.
Kurt said, let Dev take the show, and then he said, let Dev play all the guitar parts.
Okay.
Devastator said, oh.
They're wanting their ears to bleed.
Well, when we come back, we'll see if Devastator wants to do that or not. I don't know if he's set up. Because remember, guys, when I play the guitar, it's a direct interface. So I don't know if Devastator has...
Mine would sound like crap because it would be coming through my microphones. So
it sounds like dying squirrels.
Oh, it would be bad. It'd probably cut out real bad too because it would be through Discord.
Well, yeah, on Discord you have to disable all the gates and all that because we do have a room in Discord where you guys can go in and play the guitar. There's a studio room and a live room, and if anyone wants to do that, that's cool. We used to do it all the time, but you do have to turn off all that stuff on your microphone for the other people to actually hear what you're doing, and it's better if you have an interface and not an open microphone. So if anyone wants to do it, there is a room in Discord for that. All right, guys, we're gonna do a 5 minute break, and when we come back, we'll see what Devastator wants to do. So he's got an acoustic behind him. I see it right there over his
That's
shoulder.
the bass.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe some bass acoustic. I like the sound.
And then over there's the actual acoustic.
Well, that'll work. Is that a Yamaha?
It is.
Yeah, I got some good eyeballs. You know how I noticed that symbol right in the center of the headstock?
Yeah,
That's what gave it away. I'm like, that's a Yamaha. Yamaha.
that is too.
That's your Revstar. All right,
Yeah.
guys, that's Devastator's Revstar. See how much prettier the upgraded model is versus mine. Now I gotta wait. Kurt says my guitar is the ugliest thing he's ever seen. You'd have to pay him to take that thing home. Now, Kurt, what do you think of that Revstar? Can you give us a close up of it before we take a break? I see the flame top on that thing. Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's ash body. Got the Bigsby. And then, like I said, it's got the Filtertrons in it. Push pull.
That's a beautiful guitar. Is that got a line through the inlays in the center? It looks like it's three inlays. Oh, that's awesome. How much was that?
On the back, it's like a $750, but it was used.
I was getting ready to say. I think that's their third tier. They've got mine, which is the cheaper one. Then they've got the $800 one. Then they've got about a $1,200 one. Then they got the stupid priced one.
And it does have the locking tuners.
That's a beautiful guitar.
And you can't really see the color real good, but the back is like a wine red. Well, you can kind of see the wood grain a little bit there.
I don't think mine has the belly cut. I don't remember.
I don't think yours does.
I don't think mine does have the belly cut. It definitely doesn't have that beautiful top on it.
Yeah, that's what we fell in love with, was the ash.
That's beautiful. Linnell's going. She's looking at my pocketbook right now, going, I don't think so.
It's got too much going on for me.
I like that, and I like the tailpiece on it.
I like the color, but that's about it.
I love it. The way they put the dark on it, it shows off the flame and the top.
Yes.
That's what makes that good, and it matches the pick guard. It's not like the flame.
Yeah,
it matches. That's what's cool about that guitar. I like that.
Yeah, that one's pretty.
I like that guitar and the guitar that's got the kooky neck on it that you got.
Makes me feel like I need to dress up like a redneck and play some country music.
I forget what that. The one.
Oh, the Dean Zelinsky.
Yeah, the one that's got the
Dean
cross.
Zelinsky.
Has anyone ever seen a neck that's been routed out with grooves on it? This thing is crazy, guys. Someone has taken a CNC machine and they've routed grooves across the neck like a waffle. And he's going to show it to you. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen another guitar that has a neck on it like this.
Yeah, it's called the Z-Glide.
Check that thing out, guys. And that's grooved into the neck.
Yes.
So it gives you, as you're playing, you get a hand massage. You get a hand massage.
Honestly, You don't feel much. I mean, you can tell it's got a little texture, but not much. But
Those are my two favorite guitars that you've got. I like that one and the Yamaha.
this one was my most expensive. This was $1,500, and now it's over. I think it's $2,700 for this.
I see. I like what they did to the bridge pickup. Notice, guys, they didn't just take the standard humbucker and lean it. They took the humbucker, they leaned it, and then they scooted the coils like this to align. You guys see that? How they did that? That's freaking awesome.
And that one has push-pull on both.
I like that.
So, yeah.
And that's like the tortoise shell gray pickguard. Is what it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, the tortoiseshell black.
Yeah.
It's got the color change to it.
Yep. That's pretty sharp. You know, I did all that. Hold on, guys. Let me go back to the other window so you guys, I can actually, I had it, bring it back for a second, Devastator, and show off the neck. I'm
Okay.
going to click on just you so they get a much, now you are full screen.
Okay. And the serial number, I believe, well, the patent number is engraved right there. You can't really see it. Well, yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah, you can. Well, that's cool.
So it is a patent that only they can make. And it comes all the way almost to the fretboard. I mean, it's just shy of it.
That is wild looking. I have never seen a guitar with a neck like that.
Mini Guitar Society has to go. He says Sunday morning hits early for him.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly the feeling. Guys, I had to work today, and then we streamed Thursday night and Friday night. So thank you so much for coming in, Minnie. It's so good to see the same faces, and hopefully the content is cool and you guys keep coming back. I really appreciate all the chat messages and everything that everyone contributes. So thank you for coming into the stream, man. And we'll hopefully see you this coming Thursday. Get some rest, man. All right, if I can remember how to. Yep, there we go. Now we go back to double screen. All right, guys, now we're going to take our break. We're definitely at the 1 hour mark. So if you haven't already, please go down, hit the little thumbs up button. And if you did notice and you just stumbled across this channel, you do not have to be a subscriber to chat, but I'm asking you, if you come in and you contribute and stuff, we work really hard here for your subscription. Go down, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. I'm not going to blow up your email box. We do solid content here. We're all musicians that get together, just like Devastator's showing off unique products that he has. You know, we're going to do this more often. Let people come in and say, I've got this one off this or this one off that. It's cool stuff, you know. So go down, hit it for me. And there's a ton of other stuff on the channel, a bunch of guitar mod videos, how-to videos, restoring, neck repairs, tremolo repairs, you name it, it's on there. Plus over 70 guitar reviews, everything from $130 budget guitars up to $2,500, you know, American-made stuff. So we really have covered a pretty broad range of equipment. And we have a Discord channel. You can go there and continue the fun, talk about sales. If you see a sale, that's a good place to post that. You can also post it on YouTube, on any video. But Discord's where we go to hang out and talk through the week when we're not streaming. So you can go there. That's also how you enter to win our next guitar giveaway that we just gave a guitar away tonight. We're waiting for the owner to get a hold of us. If we don't hear from Brian P. by Thursday at 8, we'll respin the wheel on next Saturday. But we're going to take a 5-minute break, guys, and when we come back, we'll get right back into it. All right, guys, let me go back. This is why I went to Discord the first time. This is the window I see, guys, normally. And then just so you guys want to know what I see, I have to do this. So I'm going to give you guys the inside track. So this is what I see when I say sometimes I can't see the chat. Here's our chat window, and it covers up some of my buttons in Discord. I only have one monitor, so it makes it kind of hard. So now you guys kind of see if you leave me a comment, if you could put at Music and Gear, it highlights your comment, and I'll see it better. Because a lot of times I'll minimize this. I'll take this and I'll make it a little smaller here in the corner, just so I can see it. And if you highlight it, then I'm like, oh, okay, someone has a question. All right, guys, we're going to take our 5-minute break, and when we come back, we'll continue. All right, guys, we're back. So if Linnell continues to laugh, some behind the scenes funny moments. You guys can't technically hear us, right? In the break scene, it shuts off the mics to OBS, which shuts it down so you guys can't hear it. But on our end, Devastator can hear everything our mic, so we can hear Devastator. And we're in the kitchen talking, and I'm like, I'm gonna bring the camera, and she goes, I don't want that camera in here. And Devastator typed into the chat, and she read it. So it was kind of funny. We're in there talking. She didn't realize the mic was hot on Devastator's side. Pretty funny.
I'm just glad it was PG.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's kind of PG. I don't know if I talked about doing things to her after the stream or not. Everyone now is typing in TMI. Oh my
The
God.
White Russians are kicking in, guys.
I'm telling you, that's that non-alcoholic White Russian. All right, I'm going to minimize OBS here and go back to Discord. That way they just see the main page like that. That's all they need to see. All right, guys, I have not tried it. Technically speaking, I should be able to play the guitar, guys, a little bit. We can experiment. We've never done a stream like this, so this is going to be a learning curve. And I was looking in the chat, the guy right there, that's Devastator. He's one of our moderators. He actually runs the Discord channel. So he takes care of all that. He is the Discord man. So now you guys can put a face to the name.
Welcome to the circus.
I'm going to grab my cord here. And plug the USB cable in. Linnell's making a cameo. Let me plug this in, guys. I will have to fire up the app. And again, you guys are going to see the behind the scenes things because I can't hide it from you the way we're doing the stream section. So we're going to hit minimize there, minimize there, minimize there. There's a ton of stuff. So this is my what I see on my end on my little squirrel computer. And now I have to go back to this. I'm thinking they should see that now. I'm going to double check.
Yes, you can see it on mine.
Okay. All right. Discord. Back to Discord. I hear the guitar trying to come through. And I'm not sure why it's not. Oh, it's probably the tuner. There we go.
I don't really hear it much, Avery.
Let me open up the Discord window. Most likely on your end, Devastator, you're hearing...
I'm hearing Discord, not...
Yeah, you're hearing the Discord feed and not the YouTube
Try it again.
feed.
Yep, that's it. It's playing on YouTube. All right.
Yeah, I like it. Let me move my camera down just a little bit. Guys, we're not using the Mevos tonight, so the angle of this camera is a little different. I should really learn to mute my microphone. So if you guys don't know, this is my Ibanez RGA.
Juke says, wow, Avery can play left-handed as well.
We're getting a feedback, so if you're listening to the feed, Devastator, most likely that's where that's coming from. That's the first time I heard it tonight.
Got my phone up for a second.
It's not me, but I can add to it.
Yeah, we just got a little bit of it.
That better?
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I had my phone just barely up, so you were hearing feedback. Zach says you play better left-handed.
Did you guys just see that? I did something to my wrist about 2 weeks ago, and I went to do a pick scrape, and the pain, I can't even fathom how painful that just was. I'm gonna have to go see a doctor. I've been having issues with my wrist.
Does this pop all the time, Avery?
It didn't pop. It literally, I can't describe it. It's a sharp pain from right in here.
Yeah.
And I've really been putting in the extra hours, and I haven't had time, to really relax. I ended up working today. I think I've just overworked it, or I've sprained it. It's just a certain way when I move it.
I know, like mine, from all the football and the warehouse work and stuff. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but
Ooh,
both of them.
oh, your left one was worse. Maybe
Well,
it
I'm
was,
left-handed, so
yeah, maybe it was because it was closer to the mic, but I heard it definitely crack.
problem. Yeah.
I think in my case, one playing guitar for so many years, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The impact drivers that I use at work, I used a regular impact for 20 years, and last year I finally broke down and I bought a Surge. And basically, a Surge is an impact driver that has an oil head, and it takes that impact out of the tool, and I think I made the change way too late in life. So if you're watching this stream and you're young and you're using impact tools, buy a Surge. Milwaukee makes them. It's only about $30 more for the tool. It is so much easier on your wrists. The impact on your arm and stuff, it's night and day difference. Oh, here comes Linnell with her mustard.
Listen, y'all, now, mustard, it makes the ribs spicy.
Yeah, Jupe said his wrists are wore out from years of being single.
Ha! was a TMI on that one. So if you guys watched last night's stream, I sat down and I was working on some sounds in the clean setting. And when I say I had certain sounds, I know a lot of people, they want different sounds on they want to be able to play this song or that song, and it's a completely different effect, a completely different reverb. But this is now, I want everyone to chime in on this one. When I was playing live, that was the first thing that would piss off the sound guy, because the sound guy has to set you up, and when you start changing your flanger too much, changing the milliseconds in your delay, you start pulling yourself in and out of the mix, and the sound guy has to fix you. So I learned really early not to do that. Try to find a reverb, a chorus, try to find an effect across the board that works with your clean setting, your crunch setting, your high gain setting, and your stupid distortion setting, to where he's only battling your audio level. And you should get that pretty close. Don't expect your sound guy to work miracles. Don't feed him 15 dBs more when you go into the lead channel. Be reasonable about it. So we set up an EQ, a little bit of compression, some reverb, and some delay last night for a crunch setting. Those settings are exactly the same. All I'm doing is using the Yamaha on the high gain channel, but there's no effects in the Yamaha. Everything you guys hear is coming from my wing rack. So, which is kind of cool. Actually, I need to go back to the Discord window. I keep forgetting to do that, guys. I apologize. So we don't do this very often, but
Yeah, it's been suggested a couple times that we at least open almost every stream with a duet.
with a duet.
Yeah,
Okay.
just to come in, maybe 5-10 minute little, hey guys, how's it going? And then, you cut away and do your own thing. But
Like I said, but if anyone wants to do that, we have a special room. I'm not sure. Is it labeled guest? Guest? I think it's guest or something.
YouTube game.
Yeah, YouTube guest room. So since Devastator is the runner on the Discord channel, if you want to do it, he'll send you an invite, because you can't enter that room without an invite. And what that prevents is, like right now we're streaming through Discord. It prevents someone from saying, hey, there's two guys talking in that room, I want to go in and join. So we could end up with 5 people in the screen, which I don't have an issue with, but we want to eliminate it. That way, if we have a special guest from like another channel, it's just that person and me, and it prevents people from coming in and out, if that makes sense. That's the only reason it's set up that way. So Devastator would have to send you an invite to that. Let me so I don't cut Devastator off, I'm gonna turn my guitar down.
Yeah, anybody that wants to come in, just let me know in Discord and we'll set it up. I mean, it's not hard.
Now you should be able to talk, Devastator, and I don't run you over with the guitar.
I'm good.
I was just picking away as he was playing.
Yes, Kurt said he can invite to this room as well. Steve should be able to also.
Oh, okay. Well,
Or you, because you are a moderator on here as well. So you, Steve, and Kurt can all invite to this room.
Well, I think those are our first 2 guests, Steve and Kurt. They can invite themselves.
There you go.
Guys, I'm telling you, Kurt has a room in Discord called Kurt Studio. I don't see him in there too much anymore, but he has got an awesome setup.
He said he'd be back in the studio in spring. It's too cold in there right now.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
a stupid area that he has set up, guys. I don't see how he even turns the guitar around in there. He's got crap from the floor to the ceiling, all the way around him. I'd hate to fathom with all the speakers in there. He's got to have hearing aids. When he's not in that room with all those drivers and stuff that's around him, it's got to be like a full-fledged concert 24/7 in there. But he's got a really...
It's called a studio for a reason.
Yeah, he's got a lot of equipment, guys. So it would be cool to have Kurt on and show off his... That would be a 2-hour stream all in itself, just with Kurt going through, this is what I use this for, this is this component. He's got a lot of stuff. I think the guitar sounds good. I am very happy with that setting. And it's going to be used for the guitar reviews. So this will be that's going to be the new high gain sound. So you guys can kind of get used to that. And you'll get a reference for what each guitar sounds like.
Zach says you're playing Hendrix style tonight.
I would say it was more, I guess. I don't know. Did Hendrix really? I was doing a lot of double picking earlier.
Well, you look like you're playing left-handed.
Oh. Guys, there's a reason why they say squirrel brain. Because sometimes I just don't pick up on it. I really did hurt my wrist.
You know, it's funny you say that you're left-handed and play right-handed, because that's the same way I am.
Yeah, it was so funny. When we were in elementary school, I remember the teacher coming up with the little ruler. You know, they did not want you writing left-handed. I don't know if they still do that, but I was forced.
No.
I was forced to learn how to write right-handed.
Yeah.
They just say, no, you don't want to do that. And I was doing this. You know, curling your wrist. I can still write left-handed, but I haven't done it in years. But originally, that's how I wrote. And they would come up to you, and they'd put the pencil in your other hand. It's like, you need to learn how to write right-handed. I'm like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I had to teach myself because nobody ever told me I had to write right-handed, but I thought it would be a good thing to know in case something ever happened to my left arm.
Got a super chat from
Ooh,
Jude
thank you, Jude.
Ooh, thank you, Jude.
for Devastator's Dean. I don't know how you say that.
Zelensky.
Dean Delinsky.
Zelensky.
Guys, this is my Christmas present that Linnell got me a couple years ago.
That you don't play.
I'm playing it right now. What are you talking about?
If it needs a new home, I know a guy that would take it.
This is a good guitar, guys. It really is. This is a...
You know, Penagore always needs a new guitar.
That's right. Penagor's the one that says, I can't use another guitar. One's got to leave before another one comes in.
Steve wants to know if that school you were talking about was in the 1880s.
Oh.
Might have been. Here's the split coil mode. So that takes the humbucker to split coil. And you can hear it gets a little quackier. So at high gain,
Kurt-
it's
Yes, Kurt.
Kurt wants to know.
Yes,
if there's
Kurt, there are different tiers
Yamaha
of Pacificas.
guitars. He said there's a ton on Marketplace for super cheap in his area.
yeah, the Pacificas can go down to $199, all the way up to $3,000. There are definitely, this is, If you want to buy this model, this one has the Seymour Duncans in it, locking tuners, flame maple top, a Wilkinson bridge, not the cheap Wilkinson bridge, the good Wilkinson bridge. It comes from the factory with CTS pots, and this is a real switch. It's not the box, the printed circuit switch. I forget what they call it. It's the hand wired switch with all the pins and posts. So it's a high quality switch in this. I think this guitar now is about $950 to $1,050 for this one. So you would need to look up Pacifica Pro. And you could see the beautiful flame maple top. And it's all Seymour's in it. I forget which Seymour's this one has. It's a great guitar. It really is.
Duke said that he's a lefty and plays right-handed too.
Wow. I did not know that.
I didn't either. We've got a lot of lefties in the group.
That means we're in the right state of mind. You ever heard that? Your left side of your body's run by the right side of your brain. So
Yep. Only people in their left-handed are in their right minds.
That's right. All right, I'm going to switch it over, guys, to a little bit different sound. We're going to go to lead.
Zach says he wants to hear Voodoo Child.
Voodoo Child. How's Voodoo
Jimi
Child?
Hendrix.
Yeah, I'd have to
Steven-
hear it.
Steven says he has the same Yamaha in the blue flame.
These are great guitars. That's all you can say. They're just great guitars. We have several Yamaha guitars here, and they don't get the love. Yamaha doesn't get the love that they deserve. They build great instruments.
Did you watch wrestling during the NWO days, Avery?
No, I
I was
didn't.
gonna say Hogan used to come out to Voodoo Child.
Oh, be honest with you, I never really, I haven't watched TV in years. And a lot of that is when I get home from work, I'm usually working on guitars, working on the house. We're spending time with Linnell. I can't really think of the last time we actually sat down and watched a movie. It's just something we don't do. I mean, we'll sit in the kitchen, and sometimes I'll watch the when you think cheesy B movies, free movies on YouTube. It looks like they did it, with their GoPro, and I'll watch it, and she laughs at me for watching it. And that's about the extent of our TV thing.
Just because most of them are so crazy cheesy, and then you can see like CGI stuff in it.
Yeah, I mean, think cheesy, guys, and it's cheesy. It's like you can tell they're not actors; they're just people winging through it. Sometimes, believe it or not, we've actually found a couple that the storyline and stuff was pretty good, and the acting wasn't bad. But they're B movies. It's the ones that are trying to be more than they are, and they try to do the awful CGI where the building explodes or the car crashes, or they add a vehicle. We were just watching one. What was it today?
Yeah.
They CGI'd a couple trucks in, and it was like, I'm going to steal your truck, and it just looks like someone penciled the truck in the back.
Oh wow!
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I think we turned that one off. But that's about the extent of our TV use. So I have this set right now on the lead channel. So let's listen to this. I am in split full mode. And I will have to turn the volume up so people can hear it now again. I am getting more proficient with the wing rack, guys. can tell a quality instrument. Not saying anything about my RGA, but the pickups have a certain sound. Seymour Duncans are just really clean. They're real mellow. They're smooth sounding, and you can hear it in the way the guitar sounds. They're quality pickups. So let's try it on clean, clean. We didn't actually try the settings on clean. So last night when I was setting up the system, I had a little bit of dirt in the settings. Now see, I thought it was out of tune. That's me over fretting.
Zach says, no, that is not the way Hendrick played. Oh, speaking of daughters, Grace is no longer with that idiot that got her in the car wreck and almost killed her.
Hopefully she got the guitar and left.
I did.
That's what counts. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fortunate. Sometimes my son hasn't been in on the stream for a while. I know he was in one stream. He comes in Discord sometimes. I think my son's got a pretty good girlfriend. She works hard. They just bought a townhouse together. Don't seem like I want to see him, but I think he's doing good. That's one of our concerns is, is our kids going to be able to make it? Are they going to be able to survive and feed themselves? Yeah, they seem to be making it. Like I said, they bought that townhouse. He works for a bank.
So does she.
Does she work for a bank too?
She works for the same one.
Oh, I didn't know that. Originally, he was working for, I think, UPS. And he was making good money there. Benefits. It was $20-some an hour, double, time and a half, benefit package, 401k. And I'm like, you're going to work your way up. And I think he was there for 2 or 3 years. And he was just kind of like, this is too much work. So he ended up changing. I was a little worried there when he left. I'm like, UPS is a good place to work. It's a good career.
I think it was FedEx.
Was it FedEx?
Yeah.
It was one of the two, FedEx or UPS. And I was a little worried. I was like, okay, he's leaving a job that, they're not going to get rid of you. That's a stable job. And then when he got in what he was doing, I was kind of like, yeah. But it seems to be working for him, and that's good. So, but I don't worry too much about it. I think she takes good care of him. Hopefully, he treats her good, and they make it work. And that's really what it's about. Nothing's ever perfect. You got to kind of work it out, just like guitars. Guitars are a little temperamental sometimes. You just got to make it work. And I think we forget that in relationships.
I get temperamental sometimes.
If you're just tuning in, that's Linnell. Yeah, I will say, I don't think Linnell and I have ever had an actual argument.
Nope.
I don't think we've actually ever had an argument.
But nice, isn't it?
But we don't. We've known. How old were you, hon? 13?
13, 14, something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, we've known her. It's not like we met and just kind of, okay, we're going to share bills. Kind of, we knew one another's disposition, and I kind of know what I can and can't say, if that makes sense. And I think she feels the same way, and we respect one another. So I don't get upset and stuff like that.
Steve said when Linnell gets mad, she gets a new guitar.
when she gets mad, according to Cheryl, she gets the frying pan out, chases me around
Yes.
the house with the frying
Give
pan.
you the El Kabong, as they say.
That's why, guys, when I'm playing the blues, even if you're a metalhead, you have to say, that thing has got a sound. It's got a
But does
sound.
does it play Johnny Be Good?
It's not going to play Johnny Be Good with the way my wrist feels right now, because that's really fast. I really, guys, if you go back and watch in the stream, you'll see it in my face when I was playing the other guitar, that it just hit me. I don't know what the heck it was the way I moved it. Now this is the second position with the humbucker split. You can hear it in the low note. It's a beautiful sounding guitar. Screwed up right there. It was supposed to go.
And that one's got the flame in it too, doesn't it?
Yeah, this one's got a lot of flame in it.
Yeah.
It's got really nice sounding pickups. This is the third position.
Read in the chat, guys.
I don't have a chat window,
Well-
guys, at all tonight.
Cheryl has to go.
Oh, Cheryl's leaving us. She's gonna go play her Martin. She's had enough of this electric stuff. She's gonna go play a real guitar. Here's our fourth position. Thanks so much for joining in, Cheryl. We have two women that constantly watch the stream. So go tell the other ladies that this stream is for you. Let's get the ladies in here.
Yeah, Zach asked me if I was playing video games.
This is position 4. I think out of all the guitars I own, this has got to be the best sounding, clean and crunch guitar that I own. It really, and if it's not coming through YouTube, trust me, this thing sounds amazing.
Cole prefers the Schecter sound.
The Schecter is more bitey. This is a very smooth sounding guitar. It's a
Fine rock and roll.
Yeah, that's it. It'll rock and roll too, guys. Let's go up to our special channel. It's a Seymour. It'll do some rock. It's got it. Is it as hairy as the Schecter? No. The guitar really isn't voiced for that. I would put this guitar, if you're in a variety band, I would say that this is a great guitar. If you're playing 80s rock and roll and you're also playing Molly Hatchet, you're playing, Billy Squire, Traveling Wheelberries, this guitar is going to give you a bunch of different sounds. Is it going to do it all perfectly like Traveling? No, but it's going to get you close, like what I showed you in that fourth position in clean. It's quacky, and you can get enough dirt out of it to where if you're wanting to play more Eddie Van Halen. It's hairy enough to be able to do that. Yeah, I think it does well. I know Linnell picks on me because I don't play the guitar that much, but I know it's a quality instrument and it does a lot of things really well. If I ever get in a variety band again, this would definitely be a guitar that I would consider playing in the band. It's probably one of my most versatile guitars, and it's definitely my best clean sounding guitar. My only issue is it's so pretty. I don't know if I'd want to take it out in a bar and beat it up, especially since Linnell bought it for me. But this would be a great choice. But even though, I don't know, I think they started like $250, guys, for the Pacifica.
That
So-
one definitely was not 250.
Yeah, Linnell worked her butt off for that one. That one was over $1,000 by the time we got the case and everything for it. It's a great guitar. Again, guys, if you are on the fence It really depends on what you're playing. If that's your thing, and you just heard the guitar and you're more up for the crunch and clean sounds, it's a stupid good guitar. And if you also want that and a little bit of gain, like I just showed you, it does that well too. So if you're down to spending $1,000 and you got about one good guitar, I think that would be a good choice for you. It's a super strat that also mellows down, and you can that fourth position I think sounds better than a strat. It's just got a beautiful fourth position. All right, guys, you all wanted it, so I am gonna do my bad habit, and we're gonna let Devastator take over the stream because he's got a completely new point of view. So all the things that he's sitting there throwing popcorn at the screen every week, going, Avery, go this, go do that. Now it's his turn to go over a topic that I've missed because he's reading the chat. I'm gonna take a break.
Also popcorn, a turkey bowl, thanks. Got a big old frozen one waiting for you in the freezer right now.
Oh, yeah. What was it? Lamel made pork chops the other night, and I don't know what she did. It was Dr. Pepper, wasn't it?
Yep, they sat in a crock pot and Dr. Pepper
Yeah,
and some other stuff.
yeah. What's that? I can't even pronounce it. That Tanaki. No, it was Worcestershire sauce.
Wash
And,
your sister's
Worcestershire
salt.
sauce.
yeah, wash your sister sauce. I never had a sister, so I didn't have to worry about that. So that and Dr. Pepper. So,
Among other stuff.
all right. Well, we
Rock
tried.
and Roll King is King Dude says that the baddest guitar he's ever played in 40 years was an Ibanez. What model was that, Rock and Roll? Avery loves his Ibanezes.
I think Ibanez makes, and I'm not saying anything. I know their high end guitars are good too, but I really think the Ibanez $300 to $600 Ibanez guitars just freaking knock it out of the park for what you get.
Is that Yamaha made in China?
I'm not sure where this was made. No, it's made in Indonesia. I'm gonna say it's probably a court guitar. Court, people go, I'll never play a court. Court is cheap, and they don't realize they've probably been playing a court. This Ibanez here is actually a court. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Yes, this one's
kids are back.
this one's an Indonesian court Ibanez. So, court and that Sazmak, they make a ton of instrument, guys. You don't realize most of these companies are farming out to court. They just have a huge. Oh, we see a newcomer. We need a new.
Yeah, that's May. That's my stepdaughter.
Oh,
Yeah, fun.
okay.
My feet
Right now, her head's cut off.
Real.
Nobody
I
can
did.
see her.
She had a dance tonight at school. So
Oh,
yeah, it was a daddy-daughter dance. One of her friends' dads took her and her friend.
And we got 3 pictures with 3.
Got 3 pictures.
that's cool.
Okay.
And I got tiara. Photos.
Tiara.
Mhm.
Oh, you nasty. I bet she
So-
farts before she leaves the room.
Ah, that's awful. Yeah, I think Ibanez makes a heck of a
Roger.
guitar for the price point.
And we got rose flowers.
Everyone knows that I try to find guitars that I think are good bang for the bucks. So we've got. Well, actually, I'll go through. I got to take these headphones off, but I'll show you that since they talked about Ibanez. If you're new, I'll go over the Ibanez that we have here. This is our Vi Junior.
Ready?
It's styrofoam, so it's gonna stay.
This is the Vi Junior that we have. And we have one more that's out. I got to go to the other side of the room for that one.
Oh Lord.
And he took us, since he's a firefighter, he took us on the fire truck and rode around for a bit,
Okay.
which was actually really fun. We went to McDonald's and all that, and then we went to the Chinese food area and got some food. I tried sushi for the first time. Well, it was California rolls. It was really salty. I was like, spit it out instantly. And then we did all sorts of things. We got to request songs, and I requested the Cha-Cha Slide, obviously.
Oh Lord.
It's fun.
Cha-Cha Slide.
Cha-Cha Slide.
Yeah, they got to request a song. She chose the Cha-Cha Slide.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, gonna do a quick tune
Gotta
on
go
this
to
one.
slow, May.
Hello. Oh, are you live?
Yeah.
She's just figuring that out. Ha! That's too funny. So I'm gonna tune this one a half step down, guys. I was tuned to full step down.
Yeah. Avery drinks a lot of Monsters.
Oh
This
my
is the one
gosh.
May's drinking.
That company takes a third of my income a month.
He's been out in the car like almost all day.
He drinks the white ones.
Those are good. Those are actually really good.
I drink 4 of those, Teller, a day.
He said he drinks 4 a day.
The big
Absolutely
ones.
not. I can
Yeah, the big ones. The big ones with the twist tops. He drinks 4 of them a day. You ain't drinking a whole one in a month. You better get out.
I'm old. I drink it to keep up with the youngsters. That's what I do. All right, so this is our S model,
I'm ready for that.
and I've got it tuned to half step down.
Just a little bit. But it's not pretty.
Charles, my little, tiny spot up there.
And then I gotta do the whole next week.
Yeah, they got another dance next week.
Oh my gosh, what's next week's dance?
What is next week's, May? Military ball. ROTC.
So
That's it, bye, May.
this one here, Linnell picked up. This is the S model. Is this the one you? No,
So pretty.
this one we paid $450 for.
Yep.
Hold on. Is a. I'm trying to get it
Yeah.
right.
That's our next one.
Huh.
What does it say? The Grand Ball, the Grand Gala.
Hmm. They're great sounding guitars. I gravitate towards the pickups in these. Now I'm having a brain fart on Quantums. The Ibanez Quantum pickups. I feel at this price point when they for $450 they put the Quantums on it. That's stupid nice. It's super cool.
Lily had this, he doesn't use it. He uses kind of terrible by the
Okay, well, show me up this thing. Going to bed.
The old people can outlast the youngsters nowadays.
It's sad, isn't it? But the old people outlast the young. You go, you nasty. Go away.
So, for those people that were curious about the Ibanez, yeah, there's 4 in the house. 4 total Ibanezes.
Yeah, her and her friend are super klexes and they wore heels for this dance.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like the Ibanez. I think they're awesome guitars for the price point.
That used to be like, I'd say they're actually not too bad. They're actually good.
Okay.
So I think girls pick up. So they got the turn
Talk to mom. I don't eat sushi.
You don't, raw fish is not your thing?
They even have.
Unless it's coming off of a naked woman. That's the only way I'll eat it.
But like I think
That's how you can do the headphones. Oh Lord. Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
So you're talking to Avery. He's the only one that can actually interact with you through the headphones.
Yeah.
But they're talking on chat. They were giving you the headphones, classy dress, have fun while you're young. Avery's waving at you.
Yeah, have fun now. Once you do that 40-hour-a-week thing, it gets old real fast.
I'm trying to have fun now, and it's still killing me. Can only imagine what happens when you get a dog. Yeah, take it hurts my ears.
So
You want the light off?
did he make
You want the light off?
Turn it on.
he make another comment on those? I forget who you said brought up the Ibanez.
He said it was a Geo.
Yeah, the Geos. The Geo's a good guitar.
Good night.
But
Good night.
good night.
Linnell will kick my butt if I keep playing all her guitars. Let me put this one up. And for Cole, if he's still in the chat, I know Cole really likes this guitar. This is my Schecter Mach 6. Another great guitar.
Makes you nine.
You can instantly hear when you go from the Ibanez to this one, it has the Schecter pickup in this. I forget who makes this pickup. It's a little meatier sounding. It's a little fuller sounding, but it doesn't have the attack that the Quantums have. I really hurt my wrist. But this is a stupid guitar. If you guys are, I really think this is probably, out of all the guitars that I bought, the best bang for the buck for what you get. Because it's neck through. It's got a Sustainiac, stainless
Say good
steel,
night, man.
stainless steel Floyd Rose bridge. So it's got all the bells and whistles. You know, nice. It's
What?
got Grover tuners.
They said good night, man.
And I think Schecter nailed it out of the box. Sometimes, if you watch when I was playing the Yamaha, the springs are very tight on the tremolo. Okay, with this one, it's effortless on the tremolo.
I forgot to show you this. Here, it's a tiara. You're so tired of this one.
Yeah, I bet.
Don't he was hungry.
They were putting the tiara on her friend's dad and making him wear it.
Oh my gosh.
Both are bags. The
Said,
tiara
Avery,
and
I
a
bet you're
purpose
not
pants.
sorry
I was
I
like, you're
talked you
definitely a
into
girl
that
dad.
guitar
And
over on
wait, makes you
LTD.
say that. I was like, wait a second. And he had glitter for him.
You'll have to repeat that, hon. I couldn't hear you.
Kurt said, Avery,
Oh,
I
there's
bet you're
glitter
not
all over the
sorry I
place.
talked you into that
My
guitar
bad, Jack.
over a LTD.
Yeah, I there was two of them. It was the LTD or this one. If I remember, I can't remember. There was a reason. I mean, I'm sure the LTD was a great guitar too. But this guitar here truly is. It's a stupid instrument. It's. I don't. This is my only neck through guitar, and the access right here, guys, the way it's cut. I mean, look, and that's my hand straight up and down. I'm straight up and down. I'm already at the 24th. So there is no reaching. That's the cut right there. So as far as fret access, I could get my pinky up to the low E 24th. Now, could you do that with your guitar? Pinky 24th. And I'm straight up and down. And I'm bending the note. I mean, fret access on this is stupid good. And the tremolo is very smooth. I would say this is the best Floyd Rose tremolo that I've ever played. I would almost put it to where if I close my eyes and I play it, the feel feels like my Kahlers. It's very smooth. It's predictable. I will give Floyd Rose 100% props. They made a heck of a bridge, and this stainless steel 1500 is a heck of a bridge. I actually really like this bridge. Coming from me, that should say something. I'm a Kahler guy. I like the Spider and the 2700, but I think Floyd Rose nailed it with this one. You know, whatever their makeup is, and the spring tension, and the setup on this bridge, and the feel, and this push-in bar, the way there is zero slop. When I say zero slop, it's zero slop. I mean, everything that I criticized Floyd Rose about, they fixed on this one. It's a heck of a tremolo. And I really like the neck through body.
Mikey said
Get this to
PS
work.
60.
What's that, hun?
Mikey said PS 60.
That's the only good thing about.
PS60.
That's the
I
good thing.
paid on it Friday, Mikey.
I don't know what the PS60. Oh,
That's
the
my eye, man.
right. Yeah, I don't. He told me he hadn't gotten it yet.
No, I paid on it Friday. I owe $271 more on it.
So when he gets it, guys, you know what that means, right? I'm going to let Devastator explain what he's going to do.
It's going straight from the music store pretty much to Avery for a review. And then I bought Grover tuners with it, with Perloid tuners. And I'm going to have him switch them out, and I'm going to buy Planet Tone pickups for it because it has the Infinity pickups, and I don't care for those much. So I'm going to have him switch over to the Planet Tone pickups as well. But yeah, so it's going straight there. I haven't even seen the guitar yet. We had to look to see if the back of the guitar was painted or bare tonight.
Yeah, I was talking to Devastator about that. He's got Grover tuners, and it's not gonna. He said the screw holes don't line up, so we're gonna have to do some magic filling work. We're gonna have to fill the old holes and drill for the new tuners. So hopefully it won't be too bad. He said it's black on the back. Usually, black's not a hard color to match. White, on the other hand, is the worst color to try to match. So we're going to do our best. So he's going to send it to us. We're going to do a full review on the guitar. Then I'm going to install some tuners, some pickups, and give it the MusicNGear once over to turn the guitar into a monster. So he's put these pickups in another guitar, so I know he feels that these are his pickups. So that's what it's about. Buy an instrument and you build it to what you like. So if I play
Actually, the pickups I have from Planet Tone are all single coils at the moment. They're in my Glary Strat. So I'm trying humbuckers for the first time.
Oh. Well, how much were the humbuckers?
They are 75 a piece.
75.
And right now they've got a sale for buy one, get one half off.
Okay.
So
Everyone knows I bought guitar head pickups for this guitar. Okay, and Guitar Heads is kind of a no-name pickup company. You can get them on Reverb and eBay. It's a little cheaper on eBay, just saying. There's Reverb fees, so he just bumps the price up to cover the eBay the Reverb fees. I've tried the Z-Buckers and the other one, Hex Buckers. The Z-Buckers, if you like PAFs, that's what you want. And the Hex Buckers, just a higher output PAF. I bought the Hex Buckers for this guitar that I'm going to install. Those are about $60 for the set. So I'm trying to keep this build budget friendly, if that makes sense. I don't want to put a lot of money in it.
yeah, I wanted something different other than just going the Seymours like Paul's got. You know, I want it to be more me still, but I want the look of the Paul guitar.
Right.
So that's why, you know, we got the Silver Sparkle. It ought to pop. And my local store guy said when they pulled it out, it definitely pops.
Have you tried any of the bare knuckle stuff? I hear a lot of people talk about the bare knuckle pickups. Do you try?
I have
them?
not yet.
Yeah, I haven't either. I hear a lot of people talk. I don't even know what the bare knuckles sell for. I don't know if that's an expensive pickup. The way I understand, they're not horribly priced. Like I was looking at a set of P rails for my RevStar, and that's going to be about $230 for the set of P rails, and that's a P90 with a single coil rail pickup next to it. That's a lot of money for 2 pickups. That's pricey. That's $115 a piece.
I know the SH6s that I put in my Iceman kit were $165 for the 2 of them.
200. Well, I guess that's not too bad.
It's cheaper than buying Fisherman fluences.
Woo. Yeah. Well, there's 2 prices on those. You can buy just the pickups, but if you get the pickups with the module,
With the electronics.
yeah, it runs them up above 300 for 2 pickups.
Yeah, my PRS has those in them, and yeah, I think they were $200 or $300. The guy said.
Yeah, it really runs the price up pretty quick. I want to try a couple different brands. I know Dylan Talks Tone makes good pickups. I got a set of his P90s, and I thought about buying a set. He makes a Nashville Telly set with the 4-position switch. Been thinking about that. I don't know. It's like $350 for his. I like the way my Squire Nashville sounds now, but I'm kind of wanting to see, could it be better? I just don't know. At $350, how much better is it going to be? Does that make sense? Do I want to put $350 on it? Do I play it that much?
That's high.
Yeah, that's it. Do I play it enough to justify $350 in pickups? That's I don't think I do. Because that one's like my Revstar Mahala body. I only pick that guitar up if I'm in a mood to play something different.
Steven says, Avery, which kind were you talking about putting in the Washburn? The humbucker?
I was thinking about putting a guitar head pickup in the humbucker position, but I didn't do it. I went back and listened to the stream. I didn't order the pickup. The guitar sounds good. I think the stock pickups in this guitar sound great. You go back and listen to the review. I personally don't think it needs pickups. Could it sound better with better pickups? Sure. I think it's taste. I think this guitar would be awesome with a Quantum, out of an Ibanez. You can get a brand new Quantum. Someone buys these RGAs and they put Seymour Duncans in them or DiMarzio's because they want it to be more like the higher end Ibanez. So they'll get a pair of DiMarzio's. They rip those pickups out. I think we looked on. It's like $30. You can get one of the brand new that someone just pulled out of one of their new guitars. You could get one for $30, drop in that. I think that would be an awesome guitar, especially the way the 2 single coils are voiced on it. I actually think the Z-Bucker would be a good pickup for this one. Probably the Hex Bucker would be a little better. It's a little more higher output. That would be... See, the problem is, I'm not sure if Guitar Head sells those separately. I think you got to buy them in neck bridge configuration. I could be wrong. Somebody wants to look it up. It's Reverb and eBay. I don't know if you can buy those separate or not. But we got about $150 in parts that we're going to put in the guitar. So I'll wait for Brian to reach out to me. We'll see what he says. I got a pair of Revol pickups that were sent to us a long time ago. I could probably put one of those on it too. That's a medium output. It's about 10K. That's kind of, I would say it's a more Strat, like the way a Strat humbucker sounds. Now imagine a Strat humbucker, a Fender humbucker, pushed up a little bit on the K rating. And that's what that pickup kind of sounds like. The neck position is like a weaker SH4. And I say that because I know it's weaker. It's only like 7K. It doesn't have a lot of push. But it's real airy sounding. But this has got 2 single coils. So the revals that I have are humbucker. It's 2 humbuckers. So hey, we'll leave it up to him, whatever he decides that he wants to do. And just got a Facebook message. You all see that? Oh my gosh. Well, guys, I don't know. It is 10:20, and we didn't do a second break. But if you haven't already, I want everyone to go down. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please consider subscribing. This is the first time that we've done this type stream. So if this is something that you guys want to see again, please put a comment down below. Did you like how it worked, how it flowed, things that we can do to improve the stream? I think we definitely need to look into StreamYard, something that's a little bit better as far as the platform. Because if you noticed, my video quality tonight is really poor. I am using a Logitech desktop computer camera because
What I'm using.
yeah, well, yours is much clear. Mine's 12 years old, so I think it's a 720p. It's not.
See, mine's a 1080. Okay.
Yeah, mine's a pretty old one. So I'm not running any of the Mevos tonight because of that. But if this is something you guys are interested in, leave us a comment and we can work it out. We can definitely do something. Maybe we could. I want to do more review stuff, so I definitely want to do review stuff on Thursday nights. Maybe after Phil's show on Fridays, we could do a twin camera, meet people, and share the screen. Steve, I know, would probably come on. Hopefully, Kurt said that his studio's down in the winter. He lives in the, oh my gosh, it's freaking cold zone up in Michigan. So I kind of get why he's got the studio shut down. But maybe in the spring.
When it warms up, I would love to see Kurt do like a walkthrough of his little studio out there.
Most
That would be a
definitely.
good thing.
I've seen it, just him walking around with his camera on Discord.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of cool equipment. I would love to see that as well. So maybe we can, you can put a message in the chat down below. If you want to see Kurt's studio, that would be cool. I think that would be awesome. I'm sure he'd be willing to do it. And then anyone else, if you've got a YouTube channel and you're wanting to come on here, we're more than happy to let you come on, especially if it's a smaller channel. And if you're a bigger channel, that'll help us out. You got more subscribers. Maybe you kind of dig what we're doing here and you want to help out a smaller channel. I'm all about that as well.
Kurt said I can do that.
So and Steve said maybe.
Maybe. Steve's got all kinds of cool little projects that he works on. He needs to come on when he's fixing that PV amp.
Vox said it. Wherever Vox is, he said it's -15 where he's at.
Oh, the past 2 weeks here has been cold. Today was
cold.
Yeah, not that cold. Now we had a wind chill of 15. It got to about 2 degrees, and we had a feels like -15, but we never hit 0 here. We've been hovering between 2 degrees and 15 degrees for about a week and a half. And we got a little heat wave the other day. It got up to 35 for one day, and now it's back down. I think we're in the teens again, which is unusual weather for where I'm at. It might get cold once or twice, and that's about it.
Like
Yesterday we had 71 for our high and 34 for our low. So.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that. It doesn't do that too much. Maybe in the spring, it'll get into the 40s.
Kurt said it's -2 where he's at.
My brother lives up in Michigan. What is it? It's Oxford, Michigan. And I tell you what, it gets cold there. I don't, he also lived in Huron, Ohio, literally 1 block off the lake. And you could literally walk down. There wasn't any houses. So there was a block street, bypass street, and it followed the lake. You could walk to the lake shore. You would look left and you could see Cedar Point. You could hear people screaming on the roller coasters. He lived that close to Cedar Point. And I tell you what, it was so beautiful there in the spring and summer. I went up and helped him build a deck for his house. And I thought, man, gosh, it's so pretty there. So I went to visit him over Christmas. I tell you what, the freaking air coming off that lake, it was so freaking cold. And then when he told me he was moving even further up into Michigan for Ford, I was like, my gosh, man, you're crazy. So I don't know which, I think overall it's probably colder in Oxford, but the air coming off the lake in Huron, Ohio that was chilly. And I think Kurt's up there at the very peak. He's surrounded by water. If I'm thinking right, the two Great Lakes. I think the two Great Lakes are here, and Kurt's like here. So I think pretty sure he's in the crosswind.
Jupe said he's at 0 degrees and wind chill is -20.
Guys, I'm getting old, and I'm getting to the point where when the shop's cold or where the building that I've been on, the HVAC contractor can't get the heating system right. There's 7 units in this building, and we're at the warmest the building's ever been at. It's at a whopping 54 on one side and 60 degrees on the other.
It's like 17 degrees here, and wind
Good
chill says it's 4.
Yeah, 17 here now.
Wind chill, it's 4.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, it's bad, but it's not as bad as it's been. So hopefully, we only have about 6 more weeks, guys. I think I can get through. But I've noticed each year as I get older, it gets harder and harder for me to get motivated at work. Whether I'm at the shop working, because they'll shut the heat off at night, and you roll in the shop, and it makes no sense. The stuff's, it's getting hot and cold, and you're trying to mic out wood. We have one warm room for the glues and glue ups, but the rest of the shop stays cold. And they're like, well, you're going to, all the woods. I'm like, that's fine. The wood's fine. The glue up's fine. But now you're taking it from a warm environment out to the shop. And they said, well, turn on the heat. And I'm like, well, it takes 2 hours to get the shop warm. So it makes it hard.
Finnegar said it happens here, 81 degrees, next night 31. And he's in Florida.
Yeah, we saw a post from someone, and he was like, "Oh, it's 20 degrees. Us Floridians aren't built for this 20-degree weather." Yeah, I got a friend. He lives in Tampa, Florida, and he used to always call me, right at the end of January. Oh, what's your temperature? It's nice. It's 72 out. It's so nice. That's fine. I would call him in August and say, how's that 105-degree weather with 100% humidity? How's that treating you right now? And he wouldn't say anything.
Niall said it's so nice here in Houston. I'm smoking beef ribs tomorrow.
What's the temperature in Houston? I'm kind of curious. I mean, Texas, did the snowstorm, this bad snowstorm, didn't it go through Texas? Didn't they get a bunch of snow? I thought it come through Texas or Louisiana and up that way.
It hit here. We're right next to Texas and Louisiana.
31 is a heat wave here.
Yeah, that's where we got fortunate. It moved off the coast. We were supposed to get twice as much snow. We only ended up getting about 12, 13 inches, but they were thinking we were going to get 20, 24.
Yeah, but we got a couple inches of ice on top.
We were right on the line. So instead of getting another foot of snow, we actually, guys, I'd never seen so much ice. We ended up getting about 3 inches of ice. So we had about 8 inches of snow, which was powder, which would have blew all over the place. But thank the Lord, we got freezing rain for a straight day and got about 2.5, 3 inches of ice on top, and that kept all that powdered snow down. It would have been a mess.
Steven said he's by Gainesville, Florida, and he said they got snow flurries. First time he's seen that.
I was living in Mullins, South Carolina, which is about I'm going to say 15 miles off of south of the border. A lot of people got off at south of the border to go to Myrtle Beach. And I forget that route number. You take that route number to 501. I lived a mile off of 501, between 501 and Mullins, and 501 would take you into the beach. And I guess this would have been 88. Snow come through. We got about 3 inches of snow. It shut the town down. It it was so funny. There's no salt trucks. There's no, no one has plows like that. It's only 3 inches of snow, but no one knows how to drive in it down there. And it stayed cold for a week, so they just packed it onto the road and it froze. It was a nightmare down there. I mean, the Piggly Wiggly, there was nothing left on the shelves. There was no milk, no bread, no nothing for a week. So there wasn't any sense of going anywhere. They just freaked out down there.
Niall said right now it's like 60, but it'll be 72 tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll start getting into that in about a month. It'll drop into the 30s at night and then hop up to probably the 60s during the day. And that's usually the fall and the spring. That's when I start getting the sniffles really bad, because I'll get up in the morning to get in the truck to go to work and it'll be really cold. And then I'm layered. So then halfway, by 10 o'clock, I'm sweating. So I'm taking clothes off, and then the temperature drops at night when I get home. So I'm usually more sick in the spring and in the fall because of the drastic temperature. It can be bad here. We can have 40-degree swing from night to daytime. So we're thinking about it. I get a couple more years to go. Our house will be paid off hopefully next year. At that point, if Linnell and I decide, we could technically sell out and move somewhere cheaper. And if your house is paid off, I could really detune what I do, if that makes sense. If I'm only paying our utility bills and cost of living and food and stuff, I won't necessarily have to work 50 hours a week. Maybe I could change careers and get into something that I find a little more enjoyable. I changed careers, probably 8 years ago. I'm not saying I have a bad job now. I don't like it as much as what I was doing. When I was I did it full time. All I did was AutoCAD and CNC programming.
Vox said in 1977 we had a snowstorm so bad that when it was over, I opened my second-story window and stepped outside.
Oh my gosh. The most I've ever seen here in my lifetime was 40 inches. That's the most snow I've ever seen. Now, I know Zine will send me pictures up there in Michigan. Once they get snow, they don't see the grass until spring. So way he explains it, it might snow 8 inches, and then they get 8 inches again next week, and then 8 inches, but it's melting off on the bottom. But I think he's got a little pole in his backyard, and he's had like 5 foot is the maximum, because it melts off underneath and it just continuously circulates. That's how I'm like, are you getting 12 inches of snow? Yeah. And then a week later, yeah, we're getting 8 more inches. I'm like, where you all put all this snow? And he's like, well, it's melting off on the bottom. And then when it melts off, then we get a little more. And I'm like, what about school? He goes, oh, they don't cancel school. Here, they cancel school if it's even calling for snow.
They call rain here and they cancel school, it seems like.
Yeah, I can't talk. They cancel school here if it's extremely cold too, like today has been.
I haven't seen them do that.
Yeah, they've done it. They did it a couple times. I don't know, a week or so ago.
Really? I did not know
because
that.
they don't want the kids standing outside waiting for the bus because it's too cold.
See, our daughter, she's homeschooled, so we don't have to put up with the public school system. If you guys can homeschool, public school is horrible. We won't go there. But my daughter's not being taught that she come from a monkey. It's not happening. Yeah, so that's why I don't know the public school. Whether it's snow or hot, her school studies is right here, so I don't have to worry about it.
I know May was out of school all week last week, out Monday, and they didn't go in until 2 hours late Tuesday.
Yeah. And you've got, was that rain? Or was that during that?
No, it snowed, and then the next day it sleeted over it and it froze.
Yeah. Yeah, we got snow last night, and it was a powder. And it was really cold this morning when I went into work, and the truck slipped twice going into work. You'd be driving. I've got to go down. I take 66, which is the major route into Washington, and then I have to get off at a place called Marshall and cut over to a rich area called Middleburg, Virginia. And that road does this and the rich people don't want to fix it because it keeps people out. The drawback is you'll go through a field and there's a bunch of blowover. Um, it was a rough commute this morning with all the blowed over snow and the roads being froze. The road's called Zula Road, and it's pretty twisty and it's a bunch of hills. Um, it took me a little longer to get to work because of it, and really no accumulation. It just enough to make everything a mess, and with the temperature, the chemicals didn't work, so the road froze over. So I didn't go fast this morning. So, all right, guys, I think we're gonna call it a night. I know I am zonked because this is our third night in a row for live streaming. That doesn't mean we won't do one tomorrow or Monday. So if you guys get a notification, that means we're just doing something different, or I'm testing something, or maybe we got a special guest that'll reach out to us that wants to come on the show and we'll do a special night. But if you're interested and you got a project and you want to come on, you want to show off your amp repair or your guitar build or anything like that, let's make it happen. Let's get your stuff on here. You can show off what you're doing, or a guitar that you bought, or a story you got. Maybe you used to play in a band. You wanna talk old times or something that was really funny that happened to you in the past when you were playing music. I think it'd be a good night stream just to have these topics. I can go over a couple that never happened moments, but it did happen. So I know you guys have those stories too. So let's bring them to light and see see how many laughs we can get out of it. I got some pretty good ones. All right, guys, if you haven't, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe. And when the video's over, please go back and leave some comments. It really does help YouTube. And please tell us other people about the stream. This is something new. Like I said, if you liked it, please leave us some comments. Give us some constructive criticism. I'm going to let Devastator finish up his end, and we'll go to our 5-minute end chat.
And for anybody that is not, we do have a Discord. We do our giveaways there. We have great conversations there. We show off all of our gear. Yeah, this was the Washburn that was given away tonight to Brian P., as long as he gets a hold of one of us. And thank you, Stephen, again for donating it. It is a beautiful guitar.
Yep, it is a beautiful guitar.
And thank you, everybody, for coming in and keeping our group great. It means a lot to us.
All right, guys, we're going to do our 5-minute end stream, and I'll actually be able to type for once. Again, thanks, everyone, for coming in, and we'll see you Thursday night. As soon as I find the right button, I changed all my buttons. Ending, I think it's this one.